I wanted to convey in the title how big this subject was. And I figured that God would be the way to get somebody's attention, as well as also really feeling that for me, what the word God means is a world beyond appearances that people long for, feel, but don't always have a name for people who don't either believe in God or don't know what they believe about God, or believe in God but they're not even sure what that has to do with anything else. So I wanted to get somebody's attention right away while also expressing what I deeply believe the relationship with food opens up to. Everybody has a relationship with God. Whether they believe in God or not, they have a reaction to the word itself. Either some people feel abandoned by God, some people don't believe in God, some people really do believe in God, but only a particular kind of God, and everybody has a reaction and some kind of relationship to that word and what it means. And so I figured it was a way also to get people to look at what they feel about themselves and also their existence here on earth. I was addicted to amphetamines. I spit food up. I threw food up. I was an anorexic. I was ballooning basically up and down the scales for all that time, except for that one brief period of a year and a half when I was anorexic and weighed 82 pounds. But the rest of the time I was overweight. And right after that period of being anorexic, when I couldn't stand it anymore, I doubled my weight. So I weighed 82 pounds, and then I doubled my weight, and I gained 80 pounds in 2 months. And it was at that point where I felt like I didn't want to live anymore. It didn't feel like I could keep living or that life was worth living, because I had no confidence in myself to do anything but diet and binge. And my whole emotional, psychological, I didn't have a word for spiritual now. I'm not even sure that now spiritual is the word, but I don't know what else to call it. But my inner life as well as my external life was completely centered around food and the size of my body. It's scary not to diet. It's scary because to me, when I decided not to diet in that moment, I felt like, wow, this is sort of like handing an axe to an axe murderer here. This is I was somebody who couldn't be trusted in a room of food, because I would eat the entire, anything there was. I would eat it all. So to actually say to myself, okay, you're going to do it differently now, and you're going to eat what your body wants, because we've got to find a way out of this, was frightening. But on the other hand, as you just said, I didn't have a choice. I couldn't go back to the way I was doing it before. Sometimes it's necessary to reteach a thing its loveliness. And I feel, and if you watch any kid, before they learn that they need to be something besides themselves to fit in, if you watch children, they are full of themselves and also connected to wonder and to mystery and to joy and curiosity and to other people. And so we don't come in broken. We learn that. We learn, and I think in the process of being separate and realizing, wow. I can remember at a particular point when I was growing up that I was going to have to fit in to this world of adults, and it wasn't going to be pretty. There was this sense of, and it's just very, very vague. Gee, I'm sort of stuck here for a really long time now. And it's sort of stuck in a world of crazy people, and not that they were really crazy, but they too had forgotten who they were. And so I needed to forget who I was in order to be loved and accepted. And because any kid, if a kid has to choose between being themselves and being loved. It's a no-brainer. It's being loved every time. This is what I always ask my students all the time, and also ask myself when I'm having a hard time. Am I interested in this? Or do I just want it to go away? Do I just wish I would wake up, and the way that used to manifest for me is I wanted to wake up thin tomorrow and not have to deal with anything. And that's sort of that's sort of the same thing. Am I interested in my life? Am I curious about what's going on? Am I willing to explore this? Can I figure out? Can I examine? Can I inquire into what's happening here in this moment? Or do I just want it to go away and change and just have a magic wand and have somebody else make it better so that I don't actually have to participate in my own life? And that's how a lot of us feel a lot of the time. Could you just please make it better? I don't want to keep struggling anymore. It's that feeling. I mean, I feel like that a lot. I just feel like being like a whiny little kid. I don't want to. I don't want to have to go out and ride again today. Nothing came yesterday or the day before, and now I'm just having to sit here again. And it's like, okay, and so then I get interested in my reaction to that, which is, somebody please make it better. Oh, where have I had that reaction before? Oh, that's right. That's actually how I lost all my money. I just gave responsibility over to somebody else because I wasn't interested. And so it's a thread that runs through everything.